New affordable homes will come to Sioux City's west side. The housing project approved by the council this evening. The city and a developer agreed to spend $1.7 million to build 11 new homes where the old West Middle School was once located. That's West 5th and Myrtle Streets. 8 homes measuring between 1,000 and 1,300 square feet will each be built on the old school lot. 3 more will be constructed across the street, and the remaining area on the lot will be given to the city, all in an effort to develop a new park. One council member weighs in and says this project will provide a big benefit to the city.
We're using HUD dollars, state and federal grants, and then we're using ARPA funds that will work on the infrastructure. And I'm so happy because they're truly going to be affordable homes. They're going to be a size that's very usable, and they're going to be integrated into a neighborhood that needs some lifting up.
The homes will be available to people who make below a certain income threshold, and the mortgage payment will be capped around $1,000 a month. Construction on the new housing project is expected to be complete in 2025.